Hey guys, I'm Comire, and Pokémon Sword and Shield is a bit of a mix. You see, it blended the joy of full-size Pokémon with the threat of GBH. It joined your mum's fine china with Huckleberry Hound, combined the United Kingdom's tortuous separation from the European Union with Twitter. You have to be there. It was very clever. You see, this is Start and Select, and we're wrapping up Pokémon Sword and Shield.
Now this is a story all about how Game Freak's life got turned upside down. Eevee 2019 Nintendo Treehouse Chair, they said the next big game's got all the Pokemon on there. November 2019, things got crazed. A leak told us which were the castaways. Chillin', relaxing, this weren't cool. This game's man, I can't go shake a crew. A DLC reveal, oh they're up to no good. Selling Pokemon back into your neighborhood. You see the fans got mad, Game Freak got scared. Would they ever be forgiven? That's up in the air. You see, the makers said they didn't have the time or resources to make the models, animations and programming required for every single Pokemon. Not now, or ever again. Sword and Shield brought the total number up to 890, not including the extra ones that sneak in after hours like a high school quarterback through a teenage girl's bedroom window. Instead, they focused on creating an entertaining UK-inspired environment, picking the most balanced and believable Pokemon for the setting, and making them as expressive as possible. Speaking of someone from the UK, I find nothing more believable than a nipple tickler waved in someone's face, resulting in an assault and battery. It's amazing it took us all this long to realise creating 100-ish Pokemon and a bunch of unnecessary features every 2 to 3 years might be unsustainable. Across Twitter, you'd see cries to bring back the National Dex, which is the in-game element that opens up the initial selection of Pokemon to all the ones currently in existence. A 2-part expansion pass, DLC, added new storylines, characters, legendary Pokemon, and over 200 older Pokemon. If you didn't buy the expansion pass, you could get the Pokemon via transfer from past games with Pokemon Home, their cloud story system, or free giveaways, or trading. Even if that last one actually does require friends. Some people think they rushed the final product, but considering development started before June 2017, over 2 years before the November 2019 release, that makes as much sense as beats gender. Many people called Game Freak lazy, saying several animations weren't expressive, but simple or recycled, and arguing it's normal for past 3D models to be reused in future games, and the same could have been done in a mixture of assets from Pokémon Go, Pokédex 3D Pro, and the 3DS game. Well, this was also unfounded, since Pokémon have different actions in the wild area in Pokémon Camp, which previous models may not have been built to do. They'd have to remake Pokemon from scratch, including gender differences, form changes, and regional variations, because earlier models weren't made of the idea that one day a Jolteon might need to eat a spicy big balloon. But, I don't know, maybe if you could choose between having new features of some of the Pokemon, or less features of all of the Pokemon, which would you rather? Let me know in the comments. You see, I don't think the fan outrage was down to something distinct. It was more emotional than that. I think the crux of it was many fans felt a sense of betrayal. Pokemon had seemingly abandoned its gotta catch 'em all tagline, something that it already had abandoned around 2002, apart from the odd YouTube video. Every Pokemon is someone's favourite, and there was a chance your favourite was snapped out of existence and replaced with a guy that looks like a marketing team trying to set up a Voltorb. The Pokemon games are enjoyed by millions, who all have different levels of attachment to different aspects of the game. Any one person's reaction should have been proportionate to their experience. For example, there are players that enjoy the collecting. Many people happily catch as many Pokemon as they can until they get bored, so shouldn't be bothered if Pokemon outside of that game aren't available. But many want to complete the Pokédex, and not being able to do that will make them realise which is worse, seeing empty Pokemon boxes, feeling empty inside.
I am dead inside.
Some people enjoy the main 30-ish hour story and move on to the next thing completely satisfied, while others want the game that comes after that, digging into the battle mechanics and preparing teams for competition and tournaments. The first lot, they're happy with the Pokemon in front of them, but the second lot might be more annoyed if the competitively viable Pokemon are in DLC exclusive areas. No one wants to explain to their other half why they took $30 out of the kids' college fund because they had to buy a virtual Kung Fu teddy bear. Sword and Shield could be the first full Pokemon game for some people who won't have any personal attachment to any previous Pokemon. But then there are the long-time players who bring their original Pokemon with them, game to game, generation to generation. I can empathise with anyone finding out their 10-year-old Houndy the Houndoom is on the no-fly list, and they have to make do with Galar on the Sword Dog. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't get the selection process too. Cool Pokemon like Primate or Aerodactyl, they aren't allowed, but they'll let in Meowth, Quillfish, Stunfisk, and Meowth again. But really, it should be more embarrassing that Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, both games on Switch, have Pokemon that you can't get in Sword and Shield. And every single Pokemon and item has nice artwork, but they still use pixel art the same way your old office job still has a fax machine. Even though I've been a fan of Pokemon since the very beginning, I don't think an incomplete Pokedex is reason enough to hurl so much abuse at a senior producer he begs to be left alone on his birthday. At worst, I take a few points off the review score, and mark it down along with the other cons, like the impossibility of 6 barrier Dynamax Pokemon, and the shiny Gigantamax Charizard the game refused to let me catch. I hope, in future, every new Pokemon game only has the new 100-ish Pokemon of that region, like Pokemon Black and White. And then, players could transfer all Pokemon to the Pokemon MMORPG in the cloud that we've all been waiting.
Oh, you're playing catch.
So that's it, that is the last word on Pokemon Sword and Shield. I hope. But before we go, what have I caught in the Comire corner? Well, it's a really cool Tumblr account called In Progress Pokemon. You see, they have these really cool drawings of what it would look like if Pokemon grew into each of their evolutions. Because, you know, the Growlithe deserves to have an awkward teen haircut. You can find it through the reference link in the description below. But, guys and girls, tell me now, what's your history with Pokemon? How long have you been playing the games for? Which was your first game? What's your best memory? Or, have you never played a Pokemon game in your life? Let me know down below, or chuck me a tweet. And, until next time, I've been Comire, this has been Start and Select. Thank you, and good night. Games like that have fewer personal choices available. Fox McCloud is too noble to explore both good and evil sides to morality. Kratos would never flirt his way out of a fight. No matter how much you want to change their appearance, Master Chief will never stop looking like Irish Robocop.